To Joaquin, much love, brother.
Solutions could be a massive, because I think people love the Evo side of things, and I think, like, you know, they've been poor with them this year. You know, I hear through the grapevine that they actually require a lot of like resources to make an evolution, which is why we don't have like more and more and more and more. But I think they can make a lot of money there. But I also think genuinely, especially now that they've got these brand deals and these partner deals with Nike and these companies, dude, if they just did a little bit of that Fortnite route of cosmetics, they wouldn't have to rely so heavy on the predatory store packs. You know, imagine your Ultimate Team card with a Nike overlay on it. People would they would go and buy it. They just would. Like, Fortnite has already proved that concept, that people will spend money on shit. And so there's no need for them to continually go down the store pack route.
Here, I'm gonna add 28T because he wants to talk.
Oh, Nep, we were listening to your passion statement, but you weren't in the call.
Good. No, that's all right.
Yeah, so what are we going on about? What's the problems with the game, how to make it better? My chat, as always with every chat, is just all over the place, so I don't even know what's happening.
No, I think we were just discussing like just steps forward. Like Nep was saying, like he's not even going to showcase. Nick, I saw your tweet last night. Like I think I agreed with most of what you said, you know.
Yeah.
The quote tweet, because I dropped it a favorite. Let me pull it up here, because I think there's people in my chat that are saying like I'm not being realistic, and like the realism of all of this is that it's probably not going to work, right? So I understand for all the pessimistic people in the chats and everything, you're probably right. I understand what you guys are coming from, and how, you know, you guys, Nick and Nep in this chat, like you guys have been playing this game almost, again, as I said, probably double the amount I have been here. I'm definitely like not new in this community anymore, but we know how EA are. We know they're not going to change a lot of the time, because and Nep said it, like business is business, right? These guys are making more than ever. Yeah, so I think what you said here is that we cannot get the community to quit. I fully, even Saturday, was like, yeah, that's going to be impossible. As much as I would want to, I think it's impossible. I think this is like, you know, I already saw Foot Scoreboard today saying they're not doing it, you know, like they're not even going to post the updated store packs anymore, which is great. Like,
That's
I think
beautiful.
that's stuff like that is like, I know Footbin, like I'm going to reach out to them too, because I know they're posting videos about.
I know,
you know,
dude, I've been wanting
out.
to tweet them constantly, like, bros, we got to move away from these tweets of you opening these big packs every day.
Nah,
like, you're a huge
can't do that
influence.
anymore.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think what's really funny too, like just even you talking about the pre-order situation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about what you two think. Like, did you guys watch the trailer or any of that last year and get like anywhere excited? Like, I thought the marketing for this game was horrible this year.
Yeah, right. I think it's just like we've all, what has it been, 15 years or at least 10 years of them overhyping everything in August. They go radio silent for 11 months. And then in August, they're everybody's best friend, telling us all these big changes. And I think it's just been so long where no one believes it anymore. It's like, all right, guys, we'll wait until September now and see what your hype is, because all this marketing mumbo jumbo in July and August is just BS.
Guys, I talk about it all the time, whether it was Zombieland during Team of the Year. You know, this game, I realized on the first 10 minutes of playing it this year, I'm like, I hate it, right? And so let's get gameplay aside. When I'm covering content in the first week, and Nep, you're in Division 6, I'm in Division 5, 28, you're in Division 5, Division 7, right?
I thought you were
and
going to
they're
cook me
putting
saying
a gold
Div 8.
players pack, bro, for 20 wins in the Elite Division in week 1. So that's where I'm like, these guys are so out of touch.
Yeah.
Guys, we can't even use the transfer market.
Yeah.
We can't even use the transfer market. We have to go into the squad to buy players. Like, this is the level of effort they have invested this year. And where's the invested effort, right? It's into the store. So let's just collectively try and see if that puts a jab. That's all. If we want an actual plan, that's probably the best, right? And
I think that's the toughest part, is we have so many fractured, like, topics that we have to worry through, right? It's like EA just have us all infighting and we never get anything done. I mean, even just the performance-based rewards, like just shifting champs, this is now going somewhere else. I'd love to cycle back to like the buying and not buying of the game or quitting the game, but just to make a point of what you said a bit earlier is, how about champs, man? How is it that still in a performance-based mode, someone in getting, 9 wins or 11 wins has the same roulette chance as a guy going 19 wins? So Nick, when you get rank 1, you should be getting 25,000 people watching you open that. But at least for the last few years, you don't see a shift up of you going rank 1 or me bottling and going rank 3, because people kind of know it's like a roulette.
I know, but I think the roulette is so poor. You know what I mean? So rank 1, I'm going to give you 2 scenarios, rank 1 and rank 5, right? I got rank 1 on Friday, right? I didn't get rank 1, sorry. I got 11 wins, but I opened 3 rank 1 rewards, right? I believe out of the 3, only 1 got Mbappe, and I think 2 or 3 of them got Dembele, right? That insanity of a wait on Friday, as good as that system was, let's say it's even like halved, right? that is even such a better excitement system, but
I agree.
still a balance, right? And the best part about it was like the people in my chat that were getting rank 5, you know, 1 or 2 guys out of like 7 got an Mbappe, right? And so let's just say it's even half. I still think it's very exciting. You look through like team of the season, then the next week you're not guaranteed a Jude, but if you get a better finish, you're very excited to potentially have a good chance, right? Nep, you could be like, you're sitting there like, oh man, he got shafted, right? Because one guy didn't get something crazy. But for the most part, when you watch those videos, you know, people getting like a crazy De Bruyne red, a crazy De Gea. Was the icon always stinky? Yeah, but it's exciting, you know what I mean? Because people really were like, oh, wow, there's a good chance.
You could now, with the exchange and with all the SBCs and with all the rewards, like if you even played the game now, if you just log on any given day and play 5 or 6 games, you'll be met with a whole bunch of 83 by 2s, and you know you've got the 83 by 10s every day, 3 times a day.
They've given us a lot without giving us a lot, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they give us so many packs to open, and of course they do that because where do you have to go to open a pack? You have to go to the store, right? So they constantly want you to play a game and get a pack to take you to the store. But there needs to be a middle ground there. There needs to be a balance where it's like, okay, I've hit rank 1, amazing. I've got a very good chance of getting a top player. I've hit rank 5 because I'm share the game and I can, you know, struggle to get 14 wins. I've still got a chance. Right. I've got a chance of one of these players, rather than looking and going, man, I really hope like, you know, I get like one of those mid-tier players that pop reasonable amount, because you know you've got no chance of like the top player, like it's so unheard of.
Yeah.
This brings the next discussion up where I genuinely agree that there is a disparity in like the good versus bad rewards, but then we also got to understand the longevity of the game, where I think a lot of us realize as well, this game is too easy in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it is. So, it's way too easy. Yeah.
So how do they balance that, right? Like, I agree the hype that we got on Friday, dude, I was done my day and I was still watching you guys all opening those picks and stuff. So the hype is a big thing, but then we have the other side of where it's too easy as well. So how do they balance it? The thing is sometimes I want to play the devil's advocate because I know EA are the enemy and they're evil and whatever, and I'm fully behind that. But if I were to be in their shoes, I'd look at this and be like, okay, but so what do people want? 2018 and Nep are half the time saying this game is too damn easy, but then 2018 and Nep are also fully in agreement that that we're jerk-offs for changing the drop weight of Mbappe and whatever. So how do they balance that? I think the balance comes in the lower rewards aren't amazing, and you tier up the chance of getting better rewards as you go to rank 3, rank 2, rank 1, because that way I think it should be balanced, right? You get a good finish, you have a way better chance at getting something dope.
The general plan, guys, to try to get some communication here is just we're all in on promoting like don't spend money, right? That's really what everyone's going for. But we're just I think what we're doing is flattening out some of the also larger issues with.
How do we feel about quitting the game? What was the end consensus of all of that? Because the last couple of days has been crazy in terms of just.
It's not. I mean, it's not going to be possible. A lot of people. Right. Like I stand on business, but as I was talking about this yesterday, like I don't think me just quitting obviously is going to be enough. And you guys may have a different opinion, but I was giving you examples of like the situation where, let's say, you know, Castro has 20 to 30,000 viewers, right? And no one even gets close to that now, and he quit, and you know nothing came of that, right? Like, okay, a huge creator quit, and did we get a better FIFA because they wanted Castro to come back and play? No. Kurt career changes for as controversial as he is, right? And is now working on another video game and can never play this game again because of what he did, right? Did anything change from that situation? Again, no, it's mostly gone downhill since the time. So if I quit the game alone, I don't see that. I'm not influential enough. I'm not like a Kai Cenat or XQC that's going to be getting New York Times articles on not playing FC24, right? It's just not the level of what it is.
Like the silencing people like Kurt, whatever like people's disagreements or his, you know, his disagreements of me or me and him having whatever. Like,
no, I know.
It doesn't matter. It's silly that they silence someone like that. Like Kurt was a huge voice in the game, and all they've done is made their game worse by silencing someone like him. I don't know what it is. Like they're egotistical or whatever the higher ups, their C-suite executives are, where they just can't let their one opinion go and allow for more open discussion and stuff. It's silly, man, because this game is hurting.
All three of us in this call have people that do not like us, do not respect us, do not us, think we're cringe, think we're annoying, don't shut up, always complain, all of these things,
and
right?
That's okay,
and
dude.
It's all that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But can people wake up and get their heads out of their ass about the creators that are crying and realize that at the end of the day, all three of us want to play this game and want to have fun. So a lot of this is because it's getting to the point where it's seemingly getting a little out of control with where the energy from the company is being invested in. It's tough, man. They're a very hard company to get through to, you know, like from what I hear, even the people in the creator network. I think this is the frustrating part, because you two are not in the creator network. Like, those people are really also like situationally frustrated with this, right? And here's why: because they get a label, right? And I do think they hold back at times. I really do, guys. I think there's times where there's certain people that are connected to EA that need to step up that don't, because of the label. However, at the same time, those people are all equally frustrated because they've put a label on their brand of I am connected with EA, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, they're in discords with EA, they talk to EA, and EA don't give a fuck about them. They don't listen to anything these guys say. These guys ask for things, they don't listen to anything. So to be honest, being affiliated with EA now is a lose-lose, because you lose the community respect and you don't have anything from EA.
I don't get how these big guys would go to these EA sponsored stuff. Like Zwei, I love him. He's one of my best friends, but like, I wish someone of the big guys would say, okay, EA, I'm willing to put sponsored by EA, but I bring as much to you as you bring to me. I am going to come to these events. I'll happily be participating in an EA sponsored thing. We need the guys that are working within EA to understand that they have huge value. It's not a one-way thing. I think a lot of the big guys are scared to say stuff to EA.
The guys that I've spoken to that are in the creator program, and AJ, who's in the stream now as well, iterates exactly what they said. Do you honestly, hand on heart, think I haven't said all of this to them, is what he says. And it's that, like, they tell me, and I'm not putting words in people's mouths, I'm not saying Bateson has said this either, I'm not trying to get him in any hot war or anything, but they're like, it's like trying to draw blood from a stone, even as a game changer, trying to get a response from me. I think Matt might have even left the creator program. Yeah, because they just wouldn't respond.
No, I think Skills did too.
Yeah,
and there you go. And so that speaks volumes that even if you're in EA's good grace and in EA's good books, you still can't get a response for issues that you might have with the game. And now these guys can't exactly go out and say, hey guys, I've asked EA, and they won't say anything, because like you say, Nick, they're just going to get the whole because if you're in like the Game Changer program and you say to your audience, guys, I asked EA about these red picks and they didn't respond.
Yeah.
What do you think the response of their community is actually going to be? Oh yeah, of course you asked them.
Oh,
of course you did. There,
right.
You know what I mean? So they just can't win, like, no matter what, right? They can't win.
But then they need to balls up and get out of
That's
the program.
That's what I mean. That's the
problem.
problem.
They need to get out, dude. Like Bateson or whoever else is still in that program is Zwei. He's bigger and brings more to that program than that program gives Zwei. That's, you know, we're talking about everyone should quit the game. I mean, really, all the content creators should bail out of the EA program. I mean, realistic, brother, I genuinely think is a full boycott of, I've been trying to say this for a while, but like a full boycott, not just of FC point buying. That's a given. A boycott of FC point buying from day one. Dude, this company barely deserves our $100 every September for the new game. It's a copy and pasted game every year. It's a microtransaction funded $1 billion a year game. This game should be free to play year to year. It's not going to be that.
With how bad it is.
But it's not going to be that. So at the very least, I think the max they should hope to get from us is a yearly purchase of the game. Would say that for the $100 through the year, we all get enough content. Like 12 months out of the year, most of us will still be chipping away at this game and playing. I think $100 a year is fair for the purchase of the game. I don't agree with it, but I think that's fair enough. But the microtransactions are outrageous. So the one thing I think we can do as a community is just move away completely from FC points. Completely. I don't want someone coming in my chat and saying, oh, but Nick, this is only 500 FC points and I get 2 guaranteed icons. Suck my ass. Stay the hell away from that. I would love to see just the promo pack section not even touched. EA have made that a content, dude. Now the promo pack section is 6 p.m. content. People, instead of going to SBCs, are going to the goddamn store to see what the 6 p.m. content is. Screw that.
That's shameful.
No more promo pack section. Like, no one, that should be a black hole that is just ignored, man. That EA's content can just sink into and no one ever looks. Dude, the drop off of clicking into that section from now until the start of FC25 might actually make a change. That might get the C-suite executives at EA to be like, what has happened since like May in all the way to September? No one's in the promo section anymore. No one's spending coins or FC points. What's happened?
It's all well and good to not look at the store pack section for a couple of days or for a week whilst this is fresh in people's mind and people are like hyped up and there's a lot of noise. But what about in a month's time?
Exactly.
Or 2 months' time? It's going to require the people that are interested. I know Boras spoke on it. You know, us three in here, fine. There needs to be that constant reminder of don't do it. You know, like in a month's time, because if you only do it for a few weeks, it's futile. Like you know, it's showmanship at that point. It's like, oh yeah, look at me, I did it, but then I went back into the store because nothing changed. It has to be long enough for it to actually become significant to the point where EA will notice. And it has to be a constant reminder to creators and viewers alike, guys, we're making a conscious effort to not go into this part of the game so that they notice. And if they don't notice after week 1 or month 1, that doesn't mean it's not working. We still have to make a conscious effort to not do it. And you'll then know really by like FC25, did anything change?
Yes.
Did something happen in the meantime? Because and if it hasn't by then, okay, you might as well just like go back to whatever you was doing.
Yeah.
But if it has changed, if we even if it's something small, like at least it's something. The sad part is the irony dawned on me whilst Runner Foot Market was chatting just a minute ago. There is like we are the 3 least likely people to ever get anything back from EA.
Right, I know.
Like,
just the 3 most disliked guys at EA trying to make a change. God bless.
Yeah.
Of playing this game. Brother, I've spent 15 years loving the idea. We all used, way back in the day, man, when me and Air Japes used to be like run this little podcast back in 2013, we'd always have this conversation. Like, Ultimate Team for me, especially when I was, well, I guess not younger, but when it started, was kind of a bridge to when I wasn't playing football, or to in the summers when football wasn't on. I'd be like, oh man, like you'd watch an old video of, you know, whatever, Leeds playing whoever, and be like, no, I'm gonna go create that in Ultimate Team. So the idea of like recreating the things you love in real world football in Ultimate Team is what I love. The idea of taking a really cool built team into gameplay is what I love. The problem is, especially with FC24, like I go into it thinking, oh my God, I've got this Leeds player, I've got this Canadian player, I'm gonna play some tiki-taka football. And then 5-10 minutes into the game, man, my players are all taking delayed touches. I'm being high pressed by 4 different players. I make a tackle and double bounces back to his Mbappe to run in on net to shoot through my goalkeeper. Like, so that's the problem is I don't know, how do you fix all of that? I just said a lot of mumbo jumbo there. I yapped a lot, but that's my biggest issue, man, is how do we get the I love the idea of playing this game shifted into I love playing this game?
You know, we're going on FC25, and what we've had with the game modes, man, for the community is really like disappointing, right? The fact that we're going into FC25, we really can't in any competitive mode play with any of our friends. Do you know what I mean? In some sort of format of champs, whether, yes, people will argue, well, you can play co-op rivals, right? It's not a separate mode, right? And solo players hate playing 2 players, right? So why isn't it a separate mode of co-op rivals, right? Or if they want to do that, right? We don't have a casual mode because friendlies has drained our divisions down our throats with skill-based matchmaking. So that is at the one of the, you know, even with where our state of the 11 players in the box with the AI is, that EA refuses to change, which is why I'm doing a lot of this, because I'm so sick of it. I know the Evos were new this year, and that's great, but imagine how much greater the Evos would be if Nep could make his Arsenal past and present team or try out different Evos in his almost mode that would be a similar feeling to these FUT Champs qualifiers. I'm not saying it's the FUT Champs qualifiers, because obviously the FUT Champs qualifiers is to get into the finals, but do you know what I mean by that concept? Back in the day, you know, if EA is needing to do some sort of skill-based matchmaking mode, right? I thought the online seasons were actually a pretty decent format, because even in Div 1, you were facing people in Div 2, Div 3, and so forth, and when you went lower, it was still within a 3-division range. So it was some games very sweaty, some games easier, some games just right. It was a really good balance, which is what we have with FUT Champs qualities, right? And there's so many things, guys. We can sit here for hours with the chat and talk about people's great ideas, because a lot of the people in the community have fantastic fucking ideas. Half the shit I've said today, I've literally copied my homework from somebody next to me reading my chat, right? Which is such a great thing to be able to do, because so many people have great ideas. The goal of all of this, what we need to understand, is being able to just enter these conversations, because the issue is that we will not have other football games to play for 2 more years at all. Many of these games will be coming out as their first release and will need time, as Inception said, I think really well in his video yesterday. 2 to 3 years, right, is what we should be giving for these newer companies to see, hey, are they actually listening to us? Let's say one of them is a hit, right? We're still looking at a 2026 release at the minimum for all of them, and then we're giving 2 to 3 years for them. That's 2028, 2029. You know, will all of us even be here by then? I don't know. So that's why the time is actually now, because we're stuck in a declining game with this one, and it's the only one. So unfortunately, as all three of us hate that we have to kind of do this to be able to talk to EA employees, because, you know, we don't even know if they are capable of helping us. It's worth the try, right? I mean, I think that's what we all agree.
We want the ability for Otzio or Bateson or AA9 Skills, with AA9 Skills being like a top level game player, or Otzio with promo packs. I think this community deserves to have every content creator feel justified in how they want to make content. With how broken the game is right now, it does not feel justified for anyone to be promoting spending money on this game.
No, that's where I totally agree.
So
but
that's the conversation I'd love for you to have with Andy.
Yes.
Be like, Andy, that's what we disagree with right now, man. The game is fundamentally flawed. How can we then sit there in front of our audiences and be okay with spending money and inspiring them to spend money on microtransactions when there's so many wrongs with this game? You're basically just saying, EA, good job. This game is a mess, but great job.
I know, but that's where I'm like struggling, because I'm like, I already went out and tried with that sentiment, inviting everyone, and I was denied. So I'm like, I understand the perspective, right? I can't expect people to have the same care or level of need for something like this, right? Hearing a perspective that I already understand, and I'm happy to be an adult. I'm not going to be a Twitch chat and Omega low when somebody's telling me that, you know, all this, like, that's not what I'm going to be after. But is it a waste of time for me, dude, like, to even entertain it? Because why am I going to convince someone about something that someone doesn't even agree with me?
Well, it's just to get maybe an inside perspective.
For me would be that those guys have closer connections to EA, right?
Yeah.
So if EA are too lazy or too scared, right, to enter into saying, hey, let's just try to talk to him, am I going to have to go through those guys to start the conversation? Like, do I use those two or whoever it is, right, that works with EA to go and try? I don't know. Because, like, I know that a lot of people are like, you don't need to convince them. You just need to hear their side. Like, I've spoken to Andy in DMs. I understand his side. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think we've me and him, I've seen what he feels. And, like, I just want to be objective about the plan forward. And I want to include, as you said, and what Nep was saying about, like, getting some sort of formulated plan. I mean, obviously we have the plan of, like, this promotion of don't spend money, right?
Yeah.
We have the plan of, like, we're going to be going through and we'll figure it out off stream, bi-weekly, whatever it is, right? To go through and talk about things. But I want to be as objective and strategic as possible. And I welcome anyone. I'm not excluding anyone. I'm not saying just because I'm talking to you two today. We started talking today because both of you guys wanted to talk to me and talk about stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, bro, whoever the wants to talk about the objective of getting this in motion, that's great, right? I understand the other side that people don't maybe agree, but I don't want to sit here and, like, waste my time convincing someone or hearing someone that is not going to want to join with the idea of maybe not spending money for what the game's play is, because maybe they don't necessarily at the end of the day just agree, right? Like, I've already seen a couple creators today on threads on Twitter saying they don't feel like when the gameplay is responsive, it's that bad. Okay, end of story. Are they at the North Pole and I'm all the way on the opposite side of the world of them with an opinion? Absolutely. Will I send them abuse and will I tell them that they suck? Not really, dude. No, I won't do any of that, right? I'm just going to sit here and try to objectively move forward with how I'm feeling. That's just what it is. I'm seeing on, like, AJ's and Shauna Games' posts, people are sending them Indeed links, like, here's a link to Indeed and go get a new job. Like,
that's so
bro,
dead,
that's
man.
not solving anything, man. All right, it's not that level, dude. We just gotta move. That want to do this, we just gotta move with us, man. And whoever else wants to join, bro, this is an open thing, man. I'm not asking you guys. I know I look like some crazy conspiracy theorist on Saturday, like, don't play the game, don't play the game. As much as I would love to sit here, we all are not, or maybe we are playing the game and we have a black screen and we're just like, yo, EA, talk to us, right? Is that the most logical situation? No, we're trying to give the most open, strategic way forward, which is, let's just do this, like, inherent promotion that we're not gonna spend money and until right. And it's like, it's not necessarily cause and effect, but it's like until we get, you know, what we are looking for, which is a conversation it's a conversation for an effort to improve the game, right?
But doesn't everybody want the game improved? Even creators that are making money off of promo packs and whatever. Can we all not leave our opinions aside where, I think that Road to Glory and no FIFA 1 is the only way to play? That's my opinion. It shouldn't be the truth. It's just my opinion. But similarly, a content creator saying, no, I think dumping money on promo packs and building God Squads, that's the way I want to play. We should all be able to have those opinions. That's fine. But coming together and agreeing that there's fundamental issues with the game, why are we so divided on that? Once again, that's how EA keep winning. is because we have like all of our chats are just roasting each other for what? Because we all should want the game to be better and expect the game to be better. There's so many fundamental flaws. The boycotting, the problem is the vehicle to get a conversation about the fundamental flaws of the game. At least I think the only way to do that is to hurt them in the wallet. If someone like Otzio or Bateson or anyone else, Kurt, for God's sake, if someone has another thought process on how we can get EA to talk to us and work on fixing the issues with the game, we should all be ears. If there's other ways to do it, I don't know if there is.
It is mad how intense it has to become,
right?
To just get just to get a response. You know
it's nuclear, I mean? Bro. The chat is freaking nuclear right now.
No, I don't mean from the chat. I mean from us as content creators.
Oh, right.
And even from the guys that are in with EA that still don't get responses. Like, it's crazy how intense it has to get a response from this company and to get some answers.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
Appreciate
you.
You.
Easy. Laters. Chat.
All right, man. Let me get some music.
Nep
on.
and
Right
Run the
back,
Fuck Markets
guys.
chat were absolutely so pissed. Like, but you know what? I think like I tried to run conversations as much as possible. As much as I was getting abuse in Run the Fuck Market or Nep's chat. Like, Run the Fuck Market and Nep are good friends of mine. If their communities don't particularly like me, that's okay too, right? I'm all right with that. I don't have any issues with other communities disliking me and stuff. I think that's fine. It's kind of just the way it is. I just think as much as possible, we gotta try and have coherent conversations where we don't let our extreme passion and love for this game or our extreme passion and love for certain content creators to cloud our judgment and our outlook on the conversation at hand. Like, if you dislike me or you dislike my community or you dislike Nep or you dislike Run the Fut Market or whoever you dislike, I hope it isn't going to cloud most of your guys' views and thought processes on how or what we want changed for the game. I think across the board for content creators, we all want the betterment of Ultimate Team and we all want the improvement of Ultimate Team. So I hope that conversation the last 2 hours was something fun for you guys to listen to. I enjoyed myself. Obviously, it hurts the ego a little bit to see how many people hate your guts, but it is what it is, man. You know, I've been in this game for 11 years now. I kind of understand that I'm not going to be liked, especially after the history that I have, and that's fine, man. You know, I just try and be a better person day by day and try and be maybe a voice of reason in this community, in the Ultimate Team or in the FC24 community, and whatever people want to have judgments on me is fair play. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed that conversation. I did. I really think it would be great for Nep or for Run the Fut Market to have more conversations with other people, whether he has a conversation with AA9 Skills, because AA9 Skills is super invested in gameplay and is really good at understanding and knowing what's wrong with the gameplay side of things. Inception is another one that would be great in that line of conversation, right? About gameplay and what needs to be improved with gameplay. And then, you know, have a conversation with Mr. Fut Trading about maybe the market side of things and the SBC versus the tradable rewards, untradeable rewards, right? Conversations with Bateson or Otzio about like the promo pack section. And I really think it would be great if either Nep or you know, Run the Fut Market Nick could have more conversations with more of the community. Even a conversation with Zwei to see where Zwei is at thinking, because Zwei kind of runs his road to glory, his no money road to glory the way we do. And I think Zwei would give a very good perspective on the side of just trying to have fun. I think Zwei is all about, with Ultimate Team and his stream, just having fun, building weird teams, not spending money on FC points and enjoying himself. And it might be a breath of fresh air to have Run the Fut Market and maybe Nep have a discussion with Zwei about these things. Or, I mean, if people want, the Three Musketeers, me, Nep, and Run the Fut Market in the call, kind of as the cornerstone, and then we bring in people to have these discussions, right? Whether it's Zwei, whether it's Otzio, whether it's Bateson, whether it's Kurt, whether it's whoever, that could work too, right? But I'm just saying, whether or not I am part of these discussions, I'm just saying it would be really good for us to have more discussions about this. I think the push to not touch the promo pack section, to not buy FC points now until FC25. We don't pre-order FC25. We'll just buy the game when it comes out. So pre-orders makes EA sweat and freak out as well. So no pre-orders that will also get EA's executives really scared. Not saying don't buy FC25, but just wait until the game is available to buy it. That will make them really, really scared that they're not getting pre-orders. So again, we're talking with our wallets. And then for FC25, everyone thinks that it's okay to spend money at the start of every FC. I think this year we make a continued push to not buy FC points at all. I mean, I'm never going to on my road to glory, but make a push to all of our community for all the way through the month of October. For the first month launch of the game, no one buy FC points. Stay away from FC points, stay away from the promo pack section. And I really do think that will start bringing EA's eyes towards the community and saying, oh my God, it's been like 6 months now. We suffered through the end of FC24. No FC points were being sold. No promo packs were selling. We suffered for the launch of FC25. We had a record low number of pre-orders. And now, a month into FC25, we have next to no FC point sales at the launch of the game. Okay, as an EA C-suite executive, I need to go now look at the market and see what's going on. Is it the Twitch movement is still going on? Is it the YouTube movement? And then maybe they'll say, okay, well, we need to now have a conversation with these creators and start being more open and start pushing to fix the issues that they all have with the game. The delay, the AI ultra defending, right? The people quitting at a draw and ruining the game for you. The broken menus where on console you have to restart the game every 10 minutes. Maybe that is the push. Anyways, all right, 83 by 10, come on. Blue, baby, blue. We've opened 6 of these today and got nothing. Yes, blue! French! Oh my God! Oh, what? Guys, you see my hair? Look at my hair. Look, I'm getting hockey hair. My hair's growing out now. Look, hockey hair is happening, boys. All right, I owe you guys 2 games, man.
West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is
Athena. Interesting. I don't feel like I played Athena in a long time. You're joking. Nah, man. I hate this game, bro. I'm not going to get 11 wins this week. I'm not going to get 11 wins this week, man. Leaving Ultimate Team? I'm live on Twitch and YouTube right now. I haven't disconnected from anything. This better not hand me another loss. If I've just lost 2 games in a row, I'm going to be so mad. What is that? This game is... Oh, my God. But yeah, we shouldn't be making a stand against EA right now and the FC points and promo packs. The fact that they can try and get people to spend their money on this game. Oh, okay. I didn't get a loss. What? That's even dumber then. What happened there? Did that guy just what did that guy do? They make it so stressful on purpose, obviously. Wow, nice team. Alright, we might get cooked here, guys. Dude, 2 posts? What is happening? Good Lord. Holy, man. Why? Oh my God, Cody Gakpo. What a skill. Holy moly. Beautiful. Good stuff. Oh my Lord, Archie Gray. Woo! Andy turned off his console. Let's go, boys. Holy shit. What a driven pass there from Xavi Simons, and Archie just smacks it off of both posts. Woo! I love how the last month or 2, I've only played away games in Champs. Nobody plays home games anymore. It's all away. I don't know. This gameplay is horrible. Oh, that entire play was just so glitchy.
Now, who can he play it to?
The team just opened up like a bunch of man. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, he's got to go. That's crazy. That should be 3-1. Rules are rules. Oh, he quit anyways. Rules are rules. It has to be 3-1, brother. Somerville's got like 97 finishing. How does he miss that? I don't know how he misses that. I'm grateful that that guy quit, man, because that was a really bad game. The delay there made me think I was going to definitely lose that. Well, this is the tail end of the day, boys. Sorry to kind of leave these last few packs as what I have, but it is what it is. Another day of not getting the craziest pack pulls, but that's okay, right? The podcast with Nep and Run the Fun Market at the start of the day was super fun. The conversations for the last 3-4 hours with you guys have been super fun. So I'm very, very grateful for your guys' continued support. And we'll start the day tomorrow morning. The Epi will start with a good 10 or 20 or maybe even 30 of the 82 plus picks, which should be sick. So we'll start the day with 82 plus picks. I hope we can get, out of 20 or 30 picks, hopefully we can get a couple of team of the seasons, which then will mean we'll have to play our champs games. We'll have 6 p.m. content. Here we go. French! Right wing. Oh my god, imagine Dembu. I wanted it to be Dembu's. Oh god. He doesn't look that bad, to be fair. What a freaking nightmare. Well, 16 wins is still on, but it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going to play a couple of games tonight as well, so that maybe tomorrow we'll have 3 or 4 games to play to try and get 16 wins. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for spending time. I might use this card. What do you guys think? It's kind of a good way to end off the Epi. What do you guys think? Should I use this card? Instead of Somerville? I'm thinking if we want to just, it might ruin our 16 win attempt, but he easily slots into the team here. We'll just pull Somerville out for a game, and we'll get Delakistal Balls or whatever his name is. What is his name again? All right, I'll figure out how to get him on a little bit more chem, but we'll do all of that stuff tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, man. It's been a good 5-hour grind on the account. Like I said, the chat with Nep and Run the Fun Market makes me feel very, very excited about the future of FC24, but specifically FC25, because guys, it's up to us, man. I really do truly believe we'll be able to make a change. I think this push now, moving everyone away from promo packs and FC points, promo packs entirely, obviously FC points, just boycotting that from now all the way to FC25 and boycotting FC points through the first couple of months of FC25, I really think we can all get behind that as a community, man. Especially if you still love this game and play this game every day, which I do, and I know a lot of you guys do, then what better way to make a stand while still playing this game but hurt EA in the wallet where it really counts. So God bless you guys. I appreciate you all. We'll catch you beauties on the flip side tomorrow. Have a great night.